Rather be a wolf that everyone hates, not a donkey that everyone rides. I love that quote because it says a lot about having self respect and standing firm against being taken advantage of and used. So instead of a donkey that is often ridden and easily controlled, you can choose to be a wolf that is feared and respected. That's why I'm a strong believer in speaking up for myself. Others may take it as being rebellious, but you just can't sit in silence when someone is dancing on your head, because that means you are allowing someone to disrespect you. Knowing your worth is knowing your identity and values. It means having a character so strong that you are secure in your beliefs and who you are as a person, that nothing can dim your light. When you know your worth, you set the tone on how people should treat you. You walk the walk and you stand by who you are. But you're not going to know your worth if you're not self aware, which means you have to have an understanding of who you are as a person. You have to understand your personality, what you like, what you don't like, your strengths and weaknesses. You have to understand your feelings, emotions, and behavior by being mindful of the person you see when you look in the mirror. Knowing that person like you know your ABC. And sometimes self discovery is a journey, but the main thing you should already possess in order to know your worth is self respect, which means you know how you want others to perceive you and treat you, which is where boundaries come in. When you set boundaries, you lay down a foundation that is built on respect, healthy communication, and accountability. Because when you set boundaries, you let others know what your preference is, what your needs are, and what you're comfortable with. You let others know they should speak to you in a respectful manner. Because if a person speaks to you with zero respect, they diminish your value, which may leave you feeling resentful and angry and with a low self esteem. That's why you have to address the issue and let your boundaries be heard and known. You can do so by putting the person to the side and say, listen, I didn't like your tone earlier. That is not how you're going to speak to me. You're going to show me respect by speaking to me in a polite and appropriate manner so that there can be a healthy relationship going forward and also healthy communication. Most of the time, people will treat you based on how you carry yourself and even how you look. So you always have to set the tone from the beginning. Even if you don't look tough, how you speak and how you carry yourself should speak in volumes. Sometimes you are innocent and sweet, and also soft. So people take advantage of that. But always remember that dynamite comes in small packages. Even though you look innocent, you must be able to defend yourself and stand your ground. Which brings me to my next point. Don't be a yes ma'am. We are often too afraid to say no, because no is such a strong word. And it's easy to say yes than no. That's why we often find ourselves agreeing to things, then later regret it. If you immediately have doubts or feel uncomfortable about something, you must analyze why you feel that way. Whether you don't like the idea, whether you don't feel like doing it, whatever the reason may be, it's okay to turn it down. And sometimes you don't even have to over explain yourself because you already know why you said no. It's either you're uncomfortable with something, it goes against your beliefs, or it just doesn't feel right with you. And me saying no is not to offend you, but to respect myself. And if respect is no longer served between relationships, you have to simply leave the table. Healthy boundaries is being able to say no without over explaining yourself, not compromising your own values to please someone else. For example, changing your plans to fit someone else's schedule, respecting your limits and limits set by others, proper and effective communication, what is expected and what needs to be done. It's okay to reinforce boundaries even if they are your friends since high school, your partner 5 years. In every relationship, there should be growth, and understanding of who we become as people. What I liked 5 years ago, I might disapprove of it today. Knowing your worth or value sometimes means putting how you feel about someone aside because when you focus a lot on how you feel, how they make you feel, the role they play in your life, you end up succumbing to the treatment they give you. So when you think logically about everything, you get to see things for the way they are, which means it becomes easy for you to set your boundaries and be firm and assertive. Because most of the time, our brain tells us the truth, but because we are controlled by our emotions and feelings, we have hope, which sometimes blurs the line. Knowing your worth is also accepting people as they are and keeping them at an arm's length or completely away from you. Don't try to change them or make excuses for them. If someone is not going to respect your boundaries, it means they don't respect you. Therefore, don't disturb your peace by giving them the same access to you. You can limit it or deny them complete access. You don't have to shrink your worth to fit or maintain someone's expectations of you. If you are high standard, you are high standard. Own it and take pride in it. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on self-development and self-discovery. It's absolutely free to you, but it means so much to me. So please hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye.